It's 2250 and the bicentennial celebrations of the first human colony on Mars are about to begin. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows on the dusty red planet. There are 4 unique factions clashing due to their own conflicting motivations, goals, and ideologies. You represent one of these factions fighting for control of the future of Mars in Red Dust Rebellion, which was designed by Jay Carmichael and published by GMT Games, who sponsored this video. Hi everyone, my name is Candace Harris from Board Game Geek. We've got a conflict to settle on Mars, so let's get this game down to the table to go a little more in focus on Red Dust Rebellion. Red Dust Rebellion is Volume 12 of GMT's acclaimed coin series, originally designed by Volko Ruhnke, which is all about guerrilla warfare and counterinsurgencies around the world. Each coin game presents asymmetric factions with unique abilities and objectives. While prior releases in the series have focused on the complexities of real-world conflicts, Red Dust Rebellion offers a fresh, futuristic perspective as it tells the story of the Martian revolts of the 2250s and the rise of Martian nationalism. In Red Dust Rebellion, up to 4 players compete for dominance on Mars, and each player represents a different faction with a unique playstyle and its own thematically driven victory conditions. There's the Martian government, which is a coalition of Earth-appointed bureaucrats and locally elected officials trying to balance Earth's interests with the aspirations of the Martian inhabitants. Their goal is to increase Earth government confidence and gain support from the population on Mars, while also managing the logistics of getting resources from Earth to Mars. Then you have the corporations, which are Earth-controlled companies with vested interests in Mars. While they have tons of resources to assist the Martian government, they ultimately have to answer to their shareholders. So they're primarily focused on profits, which are gained from terraforming bases in deserts, repairing damaged infrastructures, and housing displaced populations on Mars, all while maintaining order and avoiding fueling the rebellion. And speaking of rebellion, the Red Dust movement is a coalition of Martian nationalists and rebels who want independence from Earth's dominance. Their goal is to build bases and rally local support opposing the Martian government by using guerrilla tactics to disrupt the status quo and establish a self-governing Mars. And finally, you have the Church of the Reclaimer, which is a religious group seeking to spread their faith and influence and purify their enemies on Mars using unconventional methods to sabotage technological advancements, to adapt humanity to Mars, and not repeat the mistakes of old Earth. They are completely against terraforming and further colonization on the Red Planet and strongly believe in preserving Mars's natural state. The interactions between these asymmetric factions is tense and compelling, often leading to interesting negotiation opportunities, even though everyone has their own unique victory conditions and motivations. The gameplay of Red Dust Rebellion is driven by a deck of event cards which dictates turn order using a clever initiative system signature to the coin series. This makes each game's progression unique while offering players numerous tough decisions because what you do or don't do when you have the initiative will impact what your opponent's options are. And you'll be constantly juggling those juicy decisions while also adapting your strategies to the evolving political and military landscape. During the game, players spend resources to perform operations such as deploying troops, conducting propaganda campaigns, attacking enemies, executing special activities unique to their faction, and triggering powerful events. Plus, the Reclaimer and Red Dust factions each have their own special deck of cards. The Reclaimer asset cards are spent for resources, but can also be used to manipulate turn order and trigger special events. And the Red Dust campaign cards offer temporary bonuses to the Red Dust player, as well as penalties to their opponent's factions. Occasionally, the game flow will be interrupted by special flashpoint rounds, as well as dust storm rounds where victory is checked. If any faction has achieved its victory condition at this point, the game ends. Otherwise, you continue with maintenance activities and reset the board a bit. However, if the final Dust Storm round is completed and no faction has met its victory condition, the faction with the highest victory margin wins. Red Dust Rebellion has wonderful player aids and a fantastic playbook filled with designer notes, background details for event cards, and detailed gameplay examples, all offering players more context on the mechanisms and the setting, which not only heavily immerses you into the theme, but it's also super helpful for learning a game of this complexity. When it comes to asymmetric gameplay, GMT Games and Volko Ruhnke's Coin series gets a big ol' chef's kiss. Whether you're a seasoned Coin veteran or new to the series, Red Dust Rebellion offers a unique, challenging, and rewarding gameplay experience with tons of variability and replayability from the thematic event cards. Plus, the player interaction in Red Dust Rebellion is captivating and tense. It nails it in terms of blending strategic complexity with an immersive setting and engaging narrative. If Red Dust Rebellion sounds like a game you'd enjoy, be sure to check out its page on the GMT Games website or Board Game Geek to learn more. I'm Candace Harris from Board Game Geek, and we just went in focus on Red Dust Rebellion. Have a wonderful day.